No, this ain't nothing we ain't seen before. I knew it wouldn't be no easy road, and all they wanna do is see me fall.
Dude, it's your boy Young Taz in the building. I know, normally I'm like crazy and all that, but today this is called Story Time with Young Taz. So, what's been going on and why you haven't seen me in a lot of videos? You see me in some of them, and then of course I have my live streams. I'm still doing. What happened was recently, like about 2 weeks ago, I was involved in a very, very horrible car accident, and I was in a lot of pain and just mentally I was just not there. How it happened was, if anybody who's in the Florida area, more specifically the Tampa Bay area, y'all know that I-75, I-275, and I-4 is like accident city. You prone to being in an accident. Like if you trying to get from one city in Florida to another and you need to take either one of those three interstates, you're prone to either seeing an accident, being stuck in traffic because of an accident, or being the one that's in the accident. And in this case, I was in the accident. I've never been on an accident in an interstate before, and that was like one of my huge fears because people be flying off the interstate, and it was scary as hell. So what happened was, I'm talking about, this was May 20th, actually. So yeah, literally about 2 weeks ago. May 20th, I get off work. We done organized, me and the whole Top Hat gang done organized this huge video game night. Injustice just dropped. NBA Playgrounds just dropped. Me, THG Key, Young Omen, and Skullman, we organized this whole thing. We're like, yeah, we gonna get lit. We about to play a whole bunch of video games, play Cards of Humanity. If you have not played Cards of Humanity, or Cards Against Humanity, you need to. Very fun game. And I'm got off work. I'm on the interstate going to go pick up Young Omen from work. But instead of waiting at his parents' house, I actually decided to go visit my parents. So I'm on the way to my parents' house. I get off the phone with THG Key. I'm like, yo, we finna be lit tonight. I can't wait. I'll see you when I get there. Peace. So then after I get off the phone with THG Key, I call my dad. I'm like, yo, Dad, I'm like 5 minutes away from your house. Y'all home? He said, yeah. I said, well, I'm going to be over at your house till I got to go pick up Young Omen. He's like, all right, bet. So then next thing you know, I get off the phone with my dad, and not even 2 minutes later, all I know is I'm driving, and I'm jamming to music, going about 50 miles down I-275 north, where you're about to, where it's about to turn into I-4 to Orlando. It's like towards exit 44 in front of Blake High School, for those who know the area very well. All I know is I'm jamming, I'm trying not to text on my phone. I was getting texts, from baby girl, you know what I'm saying? And all I know is I'm driving. I see this car in the left lane literally cut in front of me. He cut in front of me. So I slam on my brakes and I honk the horn. Next thing you know, we done collided. So then both of our, the way we were facing each other, my passenger side was facing his passenger side. I'm talking about my car jacked up. The car shut off. I noticed it shut off on me. The brakes locked up, so I just put the car in park. It was kind of no point in doing that, but it was just a force of habit, just in case it started rolling off into other lanes of traffic. So, first instinct, I'm in pain. Pain shot up through my wrist, through my chest. I was in a lot of pain from hitting the steering wheel. So I put the car in park, and I start clenching my chest. I'm in pain. All I know is his best friend was in the passenger seat of that car. He's looking through my passenger seat. He's looking at me. I'm clenching my chest. And then I'm looking at him like I'm hurt, call 911. And all I know is he turns and look at me. He's like, fuck. And I'm just like, well, we know whose fault this is because it wasn't mine. You cut in front of me in the last minute. He tried to shoot across at the last second, trying to get over. And it was like, what are you doing? So all I know is this one guy, he just opens the door. And I'm like, get out of my car. Who are you? And he's like, I'm a U.S. Marine. I don't give a fuck if you're a Marine. Get away from me. I don't know you. And he was like, well, I'm just trying to see if you're okay. I'm like, no. I'm hurt like hell. He's like, where does it hurt? I'm like, my chest and my wrist from me holding on to the steering wheel. And he was like, well, did your chest hit the steering wheel? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, well, can you move your wrists and your arms? I'm like, yes. So he was like, it's probably some minor damage, some deep bruising and all of that. And I was like, blah blah blah. Where the police at? I called 911, and by the time I got off the phone, them state troopers was there. They got an ambulance, and they kept trying to get me to sign paperwork, and it's like, in a way, they were kind of getting impatient with me. I'm like, bro, I'm frazzled, I'm injured, I'm frazzled, give me a minute. And I kept telling them, sorry, give me a second, I'm frazzled. And they were like, take your time, but you could tell they were getting aggravated. And I'm like, if you're going to get aggravated in this type of line of work, you don't need to be doing this. And I was 2 seconds away from cussing them people out, you know, because it was just like, I'm injured. Like, the guy, the back of his car was like, it was like where the tail light was on the right-hand side, that was messed up. The whole front of my car is gone. So basically my car, it was like friggin' totaled. It's totaled right now. So I'm out of a car, which I'm going to get a new one soon. And it was just like, they said, are you sure you don't want to go to you want to go in an ambulance? I was like, no. But I called THG Key. I called my dad first. And then I called THG Key. I was like, yo, I just got in a real bad wreck. Game night canceled. I text Young Omen, game night canceled. I called Skullman. I'm like, I don't think we having game night. I got in an accident. He was all like, oh my gosh. And we're going to get on Skullman in a minute. Because me and THG Key was mad. We was like, really? So what happened was, you know, state troopers came out there, took my info, took his info, license and registration and everything. And also, I'm still mad because I had this bomb-ass Spanish food that my boo gave me. Shouts out my boo, though. And, like, I had it in the back seat. So when I crashed, I just seen, like, the little tray, the little plate, like, fly forward. I just seen food fly everywhere. I was like, my food! I was hungry because I didn't eat all day. So I'm still mad that that Spanish food was, like, that's some bomb-ass food. Y'all come to Tampa, y'all go to La Teresita's, man. That's some bomb-ass Spanish food. I had black beans, rice, and I had chicken. I just, you know, just the thought of it, just putting hot sauce on it, man. I was going to go to town on that food, and I couldn't. And I was like, excuse me, food all over the place. It was like all over my documents that I had for the car and everything. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I didn't really get out the car. Like, real deal, my first instinct was to get out of the car and kick his ass. But then I'm like, wait a minute, you're hurt. So you're hurt. Be hurt. Because, man, when I tell you I was mad, but it got to the point where I was actually limping because I was real deal in pain. So then after all of that got sorted out, the state trooper told me he's being charged with an improper lane change. So with Florida, anybody that lives in Florida knows that Florida is a no-fault state, which is like the dumbest thing. So no one's really at fault. But you can't say no one's at fault because someone's going to end up being charged with fucking up on the road, which in his end, he was charged with an improper lane change. So THG Key, my dad, you know, everybody's like, oh no, you're good. That means you finna get a check. You good, you're good. It's not your fault. That means you have to come out the pocket for anything, which I really didn't, except like the $50, what's it called? The $50 deposit for the rental. That's the only thing, that and gas are like the only two things I really got to pay for, which is fine. So I went to the hospital. Me and THG Key show up at St. Joseph Hospital around 6:15. We didn't leave this hospital till like 10:30 that night. I was pissed. You know why I was mad? Because it was like, okay, I'm in pain. And they were like, okay, well, your blood pressure is a little high. I just got in a car accident. I'm frazzled. What you think? So then they were like, yeah, well, we're going to draw some blood. And they kept sticking these needles with, now, with me, I have tattoos. So needles don't faze me. Plus, I'm a pain freak, so I kind of like needles. Don't bother me. But it was just like, they kept sticking me, talking about they could not find the vein. And my mom's the same way. My dad says you have scary veins. But the proper term for it medically is called a rolling vein, where, yeah, you might not be scared of needles, but when it's time to draw blood, your veins will be like, nope, not today. Basically, like they disappear on you. And it's frustrating because I got stuck like 6 times total in both of my arms and my hand trying to draw some blood and for them to put an IV in so I can get a CAT scan. And by that 5th time, I was just like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. I got stuck like 5 damn times. I don't want no more needles. I don't want no CAT scan. THG Key's like, you need to get this CAT scan. I'm like, I don't want no goddamn CAT scan. I'm over this. And she'll have the clips of when we were in the hospital, but the hospital absolutely said no recording. I didn't give a fuck.
What's up? It's your girl, and we're not supposed to be recording, but fuck it, ain't nobody in here, so we gonna record. Got your boy over there. Young Taz has got into an accident. He hurt, so we trying to get him.
And it's not my fault because he be inside.
Oh, I gotta go.
So I was like, at that point, I'm aggravated, and she was like, you need to do this CAT scan. And I'm like, now how you? And so when we finally found a vein in my arm after like 18 tries, it was like, I was like, okay, he finally got the needle in. He got the IV ready for the CAT scan. And she was like, now don't you feel better? I said, I guess I feel better. Because I was chauffing to say no. She was like, why do you think I was like, don't worry about it. You could go home. She was like, no, I'm here for a reason. Because if you would have said no, you wouldn't have got that goddamn CAT scan done. So she basically was going off on me. But I really do thank her for that. Because she knew me pretty well for that. I was at the point where I was like, you know what? Take these goddamn needles out of my arm. I'm going home.
Okay, we back. As a doctor, we not supposed to be recording in here, but young Taz.
He being excited for an improper lane change, so it's not my fault.
He hit young Taz basically.
Because he cut off in front of me.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit hurt.
So they about to hook my boy up with the Molly Percocet. Molly Percocet. He about to get some good drugs though, cause he is in pain. So they about to give him some good drugs. Last time I was here, they had gave my wife some good shit. Some good shit. So yeah.
Damn it.
So
can't do that hard.
So I don't know if when you guys see this, there will be no videos this Sunday. He needs a day off. So do I, but he really needs a day off to get used to his pain pills or whatever they finna have him on.
My cats were mad. They were like, nigga.
Fuck those fat ass cats.
You gonna leave my boys alone?
They can miss a meal.
No boys alone. Make sure my boys
cats. Y'all seen them cats? They can miss 4 meals. They'll be fine.
Well, no, fat will be fine.
They'll be fine.
The other one, he be like he about to die. I'm like, you already don't eat. That's your fault.
And Skullman was supposed to be here.
He'll be here.
But Skullman's gonna be here 10 hours later. So I decided to stay just to make sure that Taz had her eye home. But when Skullman gets here, and it looks like they're just gonna pretty much give him pills and stuff like that. Oh, okay.
And when I did the CAT scan, funny thing was, when I was in the room, and I didn't tell THG Key this, but when I was in the room for the CAT scan, they had me put on the gown, and I'm like, do I have to take my pants off? And the lady was like, no, you don't have to do that. So I'm like, thank Lord. So in the room, I still had like my cargos on, and the man was like, okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to pull your pants down. And I look at him, I'm like, nigga, what?
You have the ass up.
I did not, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, you will not have my cheeks. You know, like, you will not take my cheeks. But he was like, no, what's going on is because of you're going in the tube. You don't want it to come in contact with the button or the zipper. So I'm just like, but you have me just pull them down, not taking them off completely. Luckily, I wore compression shorts, which went with, or compression pants, which went with my outfit. And everybody's like, oh, Pokemon, you're wearing Pokemon. I don't give a fuck about Pokemon right now. I'm in pain. So can you do something? You know? So we did the CAT scan. I was there for like some hours. They put me on morphine, which did completely nothing. My dad called me a drug addict. He was like, because I was like, Dad, they got morphine. They got me on morphine. He said, how you feeling? I don't feel anything. He was like, you don't feel nothing? I was like, no. He's like, you damn drug addict. I said, Dad, I don't do drugs. Say no to drugs, kids. It's not good for you. You live longer. It's proven fact. And it was just like, that was like the worst day of my life. I was so mad because I didn't have no car. I'm like, this motherfucker still, because he drove away from the scene. Well, my car was towed, and I'm in the car with THG Keith. And then, like, we got lost leaving the hospital. We walked around the whole hospital before finding her car again, and then she took me home, you know. And then I had to get everything set up. So, back to Skullman. I called this fool when we almost at the hospital. And I was like, I said, one person I know that's going to come is Skullman. So I'm just like, yo, I got in a car accident. Oh my gosh, are you okay? No, I'm on the way to the hospital. All right, bro, I'm going to be there. He's like, what hospital? I'm like, St. Joseph. He's like, okay, I'm going to be there. So, like, we were there, though. Like, again, we were there from like 6:30 in the evening to 10:30 at night. We didn't see this fool the whole time. Come to find out he was babysitting his baby brother for his mom. And I told THG Key that. She was like, you can't depend on Skullman. He take forever, which you do. You leave on your time, and it's like, bruh. You can't leave on CPT. Y'all don't know what CPT is? Look it up on Urban Dictionary. I'm not going to say that term out loud. So what actually happened was he was babysitting, and I pretty much stopped that. And I wasn't mad, but like when I'm in a bad situation like that, I have this thing where I go into a state of solitude where I don't want nobody bothering me. I won't call nobody. I won't text nobody. I don't really want to be bothered. But real deal, I would like to thank my parents. I would like to thank TSG Key, and I definitely would like to thank Skullman, because he the one that talked some sense into me actually, like a few days after the accident, about when you're like in a tough spot, don't go into solitude. Like, don't shy away from no one, because that's when you need people the most. And the way I am, I'm very stubborn. So the way I look at it, I'll be like, I don't need nobody. All I got is me. That's all I need at the end of the day, because I'm the one that's going to get to where I need to be. But TSG Key talked some sense into me too. They both kind of cussed me out. And I was like, all right, fine. So I really do thank them for that, and I thank them for their support. Basically, keeping everybody updated and what's going on. And, bad news is I currently don't have a car, but good news is they're going to go ahead and cut me a settlement. I'm going to get a new car soon. Old car's being totaled, so I don't have to make payments. And, bad news is like my back was messed up. I was in a lot of pain. Like that first week, I was in so much pain. It hurt to walk. It hurt to sit down, So if you see me in certain videos, but you don't see me in a lot of them, that's why. It got to a point where I can only do like 1 to 2 videos, and I was like, all right, I got to go home because I'm in pain. I'm hurting. I can't do it, and it sucked. Like, it even hurt to lay down. Like, the only time it didn't hurt really was when I was laying down. So I really had to get some good rest. And so I will be still going to therapy. Even though the pain is gone, I'm still going to consider going to therapy just in case, because I don't want it to like bite me in the ass in the future. And this was a very unique experience, because I've been in car accidents before, especially one where my mom was really hurt like that, and she had to get therapy, and she got settlements cut and everything, but she had to get a lawyer. The funny thing about my situation is the dude was like, yeah, it was my fault. Sorry, bro. He was like, don't worry, we got you. Like, it's one of those things, like, they didn't even try to fight it. They were just like, yeah, he said the same thing you said, basically. He said it was his fault. He apologizes. We'll make sure you get, money in your pocket and stuff. So I'm glad I didn't really have to fight like, most people do. So I'm very grateful for that. And the sad part is, I don't know what it is with me in car accidents, but this was the second car accident in under a year. The last car accident I was in, I was rear-ended back in August of 2016. So the fact that I was in 2 car accidents, like within a year, something ain't right, man. Like, people in Florida don't know how to drive. I swear they don't, man. Like, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. But again, I am grateful for everybody, showing support, showing love. I thanked everybody who was really concerned, because I even had some people like trying to sell out. Oh, he on the bus again. They were really trying to like show out, and I had people, have my back and was like, F you, that's not cool. Like, he's in pain and you over here laughing. Like, you wonder why he don't do y'all like that. But again, I thank everybody for your concern and for your support. I definitely thank TSG Key, because she was there through it all, She definitely helped me out. And I definitely thank Skullman, because he was there as well. And my parents. But that's why I haven't been in a lot of videos. But now that I'm better, I'm back. We finna get the ball rolling. So this was Storytime with Young Taz, what's going on with me lately. I think we should start doing some more story times. What you think, TSG Key? Definitely like go over some crazy stories we've been in. But of course, make sure you guys like, favorite, share, subscribe. Also, click the bell, you get notification on when we drop new content. We also have 2 other channels, Team THG Picks, where we're doing like, debates, skits, also reactions, challenges. And then we have our gaming channel, Top Hat Gaming 1.5, where we're doing gameplays. And I love that channel a lot too. I love all 3. But this is your boy Young Taz. I'm 1/3 of the Top Hat Gang, and this is Team THG Vlogs. Peace.